everyone, welcome back to Dividends and Beyond. I'm JT. Since we're in the season of celebration and joy, I hope you're all having a wonderful time with your family and friends. Today's video is a really meaningful one for me because for the first time ever, my investment portfolio has officially crossed $30,000. This isn't a flex video, this isn't about fast gains or getting rich quick. This video is about reflection. December is the time of year when I like to slow down, look back, and really sit with the journey, not just the numbers, but the experiences, emotions, and lessons that came with it. Over the past year, I've grown together with this portfolio. There were green days, red days, quiet days, and days where absolutely nothing happened. And somehow, through all of that, investing became something that brought me calm. So in this video, I want to walk you through where my portfolio stands at the end of 2025, what I've learned along the way, and how I'm thinking about the future. Let's dive in. As of late December 2025, my total portfolio value is $34,337, unrealized gain of 6.9%. Or about $2,220. And honestly, I'm really proud of that. This portfolio didn't grow overnight. It grew 1 month at a time, slowly, quietly, and consistently. And just like last year, I didn't invest the same amount every single month. There were months when I invested less than $1,000 I originally planned. Because life happens, unexpected situations come up. Sometimes necessary, and sometimes totally unnecessary. That was a surprise to my wallet, but the most important part is I made up for it later. I did what I did last year as well. I put most of my annual bonus into my portfolio. And when I look back across all 12 months, on average, I still invested about $1,744 per month. Now, let's take a look at my top 5 holdings by portfolio weights. First one, we have SCHD at 13.5%. Second is Google, or GOOGL, at 10.47%. Third place is Microsoft, or MSFT, at 7.94%. Fourth place is Costco, or COST, at 7.94% as well. And the fifth place is UNH, or United Health, at 7.36%. And right behind them is PT, Procter & Gamble, at 7.26%. These names really reflect what I value as an investor. Quality and companies I'm comfortable holding through uncertainty. I'm okay with slow compounding as long as it's steady. Over the past year, I've grown to genuinely like every stock I hold. I've lived through their ups and downs with them. Good earnings report, bad news cycles, boring sideways months. And I think the biggest lesson this portfolio taught me is patience. Whatever happens that day, I've already accepted it. When I step back and look at my portfolio overall, I see a few clear themes. A mix of dividend stocks, dividend growth stocks, and a few carefully chosen growth names. And it's also a little crowded. Right now, I hold 21 stocks, including ETFs. And even though I like all of them, keeping up with news, earnings, and trends across 21 companies can feel overwhelming sometimes. More stocks doesn't always mean more diversification. Sometimes it just means more noise. And realizing that doesn't mean I failed as an investor. It simply means I'm evolving. Going into 2026, my goal is still the same. Keep investing every month, stay consistent, and keep growing slowly and intentionally. But I also want to simplify my portfolio. Over time, I plan to reduce my holdings from 21 down to around 15 high-conviction companies. Not because the ones I trim are bad businesses. Many of them simply overlap with what I already own, especially through ETFs like SCHD. I'll take my time with this, and I'll share the process, what I keep, what I trim, and why. One more thing I want to do better next year is setting aside a cushion fund. Around April this year, the market dipped and it was a great buying opportunity. But at that moment, I had already fully invested everything. no cash left to take advantage of it. So next year, I want to reserve around 15% of my monthly investing budget as a small cushion, not to time the market, but just so that when a real opportunity comes, I have a little extra flexibility. My long-term goal remains the same. One day, I'd love my portfolio to generate around $3,000 per month in dividends. Right now, my dividends are still small, but that's okay. I'll reinvest them. They compound quietly in the background. At this stage of my life, I care more about dividend growth than dividend yield. Slow compounding, patient investing, future-focused decisions. So that's where I stand at the end of 2025. My portfolio crossed $30,000. I stayed consistent. I made mistakes, I learned from them, and I gained more clarity about the direction I want to move forward. Thank you so much for spending this year with me and for being part of this journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!